Prince Harry's documentary has been a thorn in the flesh for Prince William as the Duke of Sussex destroyed the chances of the two brothers reconciling. Relations between the Duke of Sussex and the Prince of Wales have been frosty since before Harry announced he and his wife Meghan Markle would step down from their royal roles. But repeated attacks on the royal family, and directly on Prince William, have dashed hopes their feud will be resolved, a royal insider claimed. They said, the docuseries is a thorn in the flesh for William. Has disappointed with Harry for portraying him and the family in a cynical light. William was hoping they could move on after the CBS interview, but Harry airing his dirty laundry has only heightened the conflict between the two brothers and resulted in them taking a step backwards. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle recently had their first Netflix project, Harry and Meghan, released on the streaming platform, reigniting speculation about the state of the Duke's relationship with his brother. Speaking to Us Weekly, the insider added, William isn't planning to give his side of the story or openly retaliate. Has remaining dignified and is getting on with the job. Meghan says Archie was denied the childhood she wanted for him. The general consensus amongst the royals is that Harry and Meghan aren't doing themselves any favors by speaking out about the family and that they're digging themselves into a deeper hole with these tell-alls. They're hoping that once Spare is released, Harry and Meghan will focus on the future and not the past. Prince Harry was particularly critical of his older brother in terms of his reaction to the decision to step down from royal duties. The Duke of Sussex met with his brother, Father Charles and the late Queen at Sandringham in January 2020 to discuss alternative arrangements for him and the Duchess of Sussex. Nia Tindall cheekily tries to distract Prince George during firm's Sandringham walkabout in the docuseries. The Duke of Sussex claimed his brother shouted and screamed at him after confirming he planned to step down. He said, "It was terrifying to have my brother scream and shout at me and have my father say things that simply weren't true, and my grandmother sit there and sort of take it all in. You have to understand that from the family's perspective, especially from hers, there are ways of doing things. And her ultimate mission, goal/responsibility is the institution." He also alleged Palisades failed to provide him with the same level of support as Prince William, accusing staff of trading negative stories about him with the press to stave off criticism of Prince William. He said, "I was told about a joint statement that had been put out in mine and my brother's name squashing the story about him bullying us out of the family. I couldn't believe it. No one had asked me. No one had asked me permission to put my name to a statement like that. And I rang him and I told her and she burst into floods of tears. Because within 4 hours they were happy to lie to protect my brother and yet for 3 years they were never willing to tell the truth to protect us." Prince Harry added, "There's leaking but there's also planting of stories. So if the comms team want to be able to remove a negative story about their principal, they will trade and give you something about someone else's principal. So the offices end up working against each other. It's a kind of weird understanding or acceptance that happens. William and I both saw what happened in our dad's office and we made an agreement that we would never let that happen to our office. To see my brother's office copy the very same thing that we promised the two of us would never ever do. That was heartbreaking."